Hey, good morning. Today I wanted to do an update on the BRZ. It's been a little while, and I've done a few things. You can see that I've got the summer wheels and tires on. Still rocking the Falcon Azini RT 615K tires. These are the 225 45 17s. They probably have two stiff sidewalls for this car. They're a little bit wider. I probably should have gone for the 215s for these wheels, which are 7.5 inches wide, but that's okay. I'm pretty happy with them. One thing though is they have gotten pretty hard after a couple seasons of use, and they just don't have as much grip anymore. So the other day, a friend of mine told me that if I actually spray simplegreen or WD-40 on the tire, it'll loosen up the compound, or at least, the corrosive properties will soften up the compound and add just a little bit more grip until I heat cycle them out in the next track day or something. So I actually tried it. I sprayed Simple Green. I didn't really want to spray WD-40 on the tires. That was kind of felt weird. So I put some Simple Green on, and there was definitely some more stickiness and tackiness after I did that. But ultimately, I don't know if there's really that much more grip. So this is kind of the first opportunity I have to go out and test it and basically see how these feel. While the cars are warming up, we'll just go for a little drive here, and we can talk about things just a little bit more here. I also wanted to talk about the Cosworth brake pads that I have on here. I did finally get an opportunity to take them out on the track, and they did okay. Really nice braking power, but ultimately this is still a street pad. After about 5 really hard laps at M1 Concours, they were completely faded, and there just wasn't any more grip left. So the Cosworth StreetMaster pads are not, they're definitely not a track pad. But I would highly recommend them for street use. They are probably one of the best street pads I've ever used. I'm definitely getting more sets of these for this car after these pads wear down. Full disclosure, Cosworth did send me these to test out and try, and I absolutely love them. I don't really track this car a whole lot much anymore. I mostly drive the Miata out on track. Cheaper consumables. It's actually a little bit more fun to drive than this, even though it's not quite as fast. So I've really just been enjoying this as a daily driver in a street car. And man, I love this thing. It is so fun. It's so practical. It's just such an enjoyable car on a daily basis. On a pretty regular basis, I throw my mountain bike in the back, take it to the trail, and people are always surprised. Man, you fit that bike in there? That's amazing. It's still one of my favorite things about this car. So it's a little bit cold, a little bit wet this morning. It's 60 degrees outside. We'll give some time for things to come up to temperature, and ultimately we might not see that much of a difference in grip levels, but it's worth a shot. I definitely felt that the compound softened up a little bit after spraying the Simple Green on there. Basically what I did was I let it sit there for about 20 minutes on the tire all the way around, and then I just washed it off with a hose so it didn't corrode the wheels or anything, and because Simple Green, it does have some pretty corrosive properties to it, and that was that. Honestly, I've never really heard of anyone doing anything like that, so it's kind of a little bit of a foreign exercise. But maybe it's kind of an old racer's trick tucked away in the books. I did get a chance to play around with the Coney shocks a little bit on track. I set everything to full stiff, and the car felt pretty neutral. It was nice. I haven't tracked the car with the conies on yet, and ultimately I just kind of enjoy them the most for daily driving. Oh, we can't have that. We need to turn off traction control. That is unacceptable. Yeah, let's turn this off here. You know what, maybe we can put this quarter away here. Maybe we can just briefly warm up the tires here too. Tires are warm. Good morning to the neighborhood. Oh yeah. Them's some good donuts. Another thing I've done is, this is going to be sound kind of weird, but I went back to the stock tune. For some reason, I was only on the stage 1 tune to begin with, what's it called? I was only on the stage 1 tune to begin with, and I just felt like I didn't quite have enough torque. So I went back to stock for a dealership visit and liked it, and felt like I had a lot more low-end torque, though I did give up some high top-end power in the car. So I've stuck with it. I've been on the stock tune again for the last few weeks, and I love it. I don't really feel like I'm going back. So I'm kind of back and forth a little bit on whether the tuning tablet stage 1 tune really does a whole lot. Ideally, I would like to get a catted unequal length header for this car. Maybe see if we can test the FT86 Speed Factory one. That seems like a really quality unit, and just get a little bit more torque out of this car. And that coupled with a tune might do really well. Also, though, eventually, basically the only other thing I want to do to this car is I'd love to get the limited slip differential, the 4.3 diff that's in the new Toyota 86. I feel like that would just have such a positive and transformative effect on this car because it works so well on the new one. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more grip. The car feels good. I also stiffened up the front shocks just a little bit. They're about a half turn stiffer, maybe about a full turn stiff from soft, compared to the rears is only about a half turn stiff. And sharpened up the front end just a little bit. Really, we need to test some outright grip now that the tires are warmed up. We'll do that on this next entrance ramp here. Probably do a braking test as well. Yeah, these brakes are awesome. Just incredible initial bite. Really a lot of stopping power. I'm super impressed. definitely more grip. Taking this entrance ramp at 62 miles an hour. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it made a little bit of a difference. I don't know if it's a good thing to do long term for your tires, but if you're in a pinch and you need some more grip from your heat cycled out tires, try spraying a little bit of simplegreen on them and washing them off after about 20 minutes or so. There might be something there. Interesting stuff. The more you know, right? Well, hey guys, that's about all I have for you on this. I think I was probably due for a BRZ update video. Feel free to check out all the mods in the description with links and whatnot. I think this is kind of my perfect BRZ build. I'm really happy with this car right now. It's just a little bit more fun to drive when it was stock. It's just livened up a little bit. I love the Corsa exhaust. I love all the mods. It's well balanced. Could always do with more power, but you know, after a while you kind of get diminishing returns with power mods, especially power mods to dollar ratio in this platform. And maybe someday I'll just throw a V8 swap in it. For the street, it's just fine. It does the trick. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.